What's up guys and welcome back. So now in this video we're going to be talking about how to work with the header, and we will be taking everything step by step. We will be first designing the header, then we're going to be moving towards the footer, and then we will be working up with more stuff. Like we will be talking about this. You can see this is the product. You can see we designed these buttons to be the red color and this is not, and so we will be talking about them. Same like this, the sale right here, this is green, so you can change the color and you can do pretty well each and everything. Like you can see we designed this shop page right here with the border and stuff like that, and same like that you're gonna do that as well, and we're gonna be doing each and everything with that later on. But let's just go and let's work with the header and you'll see how cool your website look. So first of all, what you have to do is to go to the dashboard, and now here you have to go to the templates and theme builder. So we're going to be creating a new theme. We're going to click add new, and here we're going to select it to be header. And now this is going to be the title or the name of your template. So you can type here header of the site, and now you can hit create template. So once you're in this, what you can do, you can click over here, and now you can start working with your header. So what you can do, you can add something here, you can add here this, and then what you can do, you can add a duplicate column, and here you can add a logo. So for the logo, you can just drag the site logo and you can drop it here, and same like this, you can work with the navigation menu and you can drop it here, and now you can just design it. So we're going to be keeping it to be less in size, and we're going to be making this to be in the middle, and I'm just gonna quickly create one header right now so I can show it to you. And now what you can do, you can go and you can align this to right over here. So you can see this is a header that is created just in minutes, and now you can go and you can work with the styling. You can change the color just like that, and you can also work with this navigation menu that we have. So you can change the styling of this, you can work with the typography, you can work with the text color. So we're going to be choosing it to be white so that it is visible. And now here you can work with this animation that we have over here, just like that. You can change this to be overline, double line, framed, like this. So there is everything. Same like this. This is the background that we were using with the OceanWP theme. So I hope that you remember that, and you can work with the animation. You can do it to be sweep down so that this is going to be just like that. And there is a lot more functionalities than you could ever imagine. So I would recommend you guys to go and play with this, since you guys already know the Elementor. But now I'm going to be doing exactly those things that we are going to be doing with the e-commerce website. So now what you can do, you can hit publish, and then you can hit add condition. You can set that to be on the entire website. And now once you do that, you visit the website, you will see that your website will be right here, and this is how it's looking. So it's kind of looking cool. Then you can go to the customize over here, and here you can go to the site identity and you can upload your logo. So once you click over here, you select your logo, you're gonna crop it. So I'm gonna skip the cropping, and here will be my logo inserted, just like this. Okay, so now what you're gonna do, you're gonna just hit publish, and this is how your website is looking. So I know it's looking ugly, don't worry about it. We're gonna be designing it much more better way. I just wanted to explain you how easy it is to create a header. And now even if you go to your shop page, you can see your header is working like that. This is actually the title that is coming from the shop page. Same like this, you can go to your my account and other pages as well. Now let's go and let's close this page, and let's come up here and let's work with this website. So now we're gonna go and we're gonna get rid of this particular section that we added, and we're going to be using a template so that we can speed up our stuff. Now what you can do, you can click over here and you will be given a lot of templates that you can use to save your time building the website. Now I'm not telling you to copy the exact same stuff, but what you can do is that you can see what is going on and then you can look at it. So this is right here, this is a template. This one is the one that we're going to be using. This is a simple one. So we're gonna hit insert over here, and this is gonna be inserted, and you just have to do the editing. So you can see how is it working. We've got the search icon, we've got this and everything. And even if you just come up here and you hit the publish over here, and then you visit the website, you can see this is how your website is looking, and now it's kind of looking professional. So now what you can do instead of this, you can just click delete over here, and now you can get the site logo and you can drop it here, and now you can work with the max width. So the max width is going to decide how your logo is going to be and how much in size is it going to be. Same like this, you can work with this one. You can see this is the spacing that is given. So you can come up here, you can go to the advanced, and in the top, if you set this to 0, and in the bottom, if you set this to 0, it's going to be this much. And now you can click this logo, and you can go to the style over here. You can increase the size, and now you can come up here and you can work with the padding for this specific logo so that this grows in size. So we're going to be doing 10 pixels from the top and 10 from the bottom, and it's totally done. You can see this is how it's looking. So right now, I think you've got a basic idea of how a basic website is going to be. And now let's go ahead and let's work with this particular button. So what we're going to do, instead of this button, we're going to be adding our cart. So for the cart, what you have to do is to just delete this. And now you have to come up here, and here you have to get the menu cart. So you have to just drag this and drop it over here, and you can see the menu cart is ready. Now what you can do, you can align this to right. Yes, you should be doing that first thing. And then you've got the icon. So you can do a card solid. This is the icon that is coming the above the number that is coming. So same like this, you can do bag, and you can do other icons that we have. So we're going to be using the cart medium, and in the item indicator, there is actually bubble. This is right here. You can change this to be plain, and now you can see this is how the item indicator is working. You can even set this to none so that it's just gonna tell you the total price of the cart. Same like this, you can work with this right now. And now we're going to be using our color scheme that we have been using. So we have been using this particular color, so we're going to stick with it. So for that, what you have to do, you have to copy the color and you have to paste it in the background of the menu icon. So we're going to paste it, and you can see it's right here done. And now you're going to go and you're going to change this to white so that this is how it's looking. So it's kind of good right now. So now what you can do is that you can also add some more padding so that it increases in the size. So what you can do, you can click over here. The card is opening. So you can click over here, and now here in the padding, you can just add some padding. So from the top, you can add 20 or 10, and from the bottom, you can add 10, and from the right and left, you can add 20 and 20. So this is, you can see, this has grown much in size, and you can even increase this to 30 and 30 from this side. So you guys already know that. I should not be explaining it this much. So I'm going to be keeping it to be the default that we have, and I kind of like it. And here now we've got this icon. So you can work with the sizing. You can increase the size. You can work with the spacing. So you can add more spacing if you want, like so. Okay, and you can even work with the padding and stuff. Same like this, you can work with the text that is coming here. So we're going to be using the text to be Montserrat, so that this is really very light. And we're going to be setting the weight to be 300. And you can see how just cool is it looking. So it is really elegant, and it is really sleek design that is coming right now. So this is how you can go and you can design this. And now we've got this cart. So now let's go ahead and let's work with the inside of the cart. Now basically the inside is not being shown, and this is probably a bug with the Elementor right now. So what you can do, you can click over here, and when the product will be shown to you, then you can see how you're going to design this. So you can see, you can just come up here, you can design it, then you can update it, then you can come up here, and then you can refresh it, and then you can see how is it looking. So now we're going to work with the styling of the cart page, which is this. So here we've got the divider and the remove icon color, which is going to be this divider and the remove icon. Now you can work with this. I'm going to be keeping it to be the default one. And what you can do is that you can even set this divider to be none, so that is gone. Same like this for the subtotal. We're going to be using the same color that we have been using, and the typography should be the Montserrat. Now for the products, you can work with the product title. You can work with the product price and the quantity as well, so you can decide what thing you want to do. So for the product title, we're going to be choosing the color to be this one, and the product price to be this as well. Okay, and there we've got the divider right here, the style, color, and weight, and you can now work with the buttons. So for the buttons, you can see we've got this to be inline. So you can see these are inline. Now what you can do, you can set this to stacked, so that first here should be view card, and then there should be checkout. So you can do it that way. You can work with the space between, the typography, and the text color as well. So we're going to be working up with for the view card. For this one, we're going to be working up with the color. So the background color should be none, okay, and the border type should be solid, and its width should be 2 pixels from each side, and its color should be this. And now let's go ahead and let's work with the checkout here. So for the checkout, we're going to be choosing the background color to be this, and this to be white. So text color to be white, and that's all. Now you can work with the typography over here. So we're going to be choosing it to be Montserrat, and the weight to be 300. That's perfect. Now you can go, you can hit update, and you can come and visit your website. So here it is. This is how your website is looking. I know it's kind of looking ugly right now, so we probably have to change the title, this to be black, because this is over red right now. Okay, so we're gonna come up here, we're gonna go to the products, and we're gonna change the product title to be black. Okay, and this should be also a little light, okay, not more. And now let's work with the button, and for the button over here, we're gonna change the text color to be black, and let's hit this, and now let's go and let's refresh. So this is how basically it's looking. Oh man, why did this didn't change? So we're gonna go to the products, we're gonna go to the product title, and this was not changed to black. Let's do it right now again, and let's hit update. And also let's go to the button over here and change the border color to be black as well. And now let's go and let's refresh this, and let's click over here, and you can see now it's kind of looking much better. So we've got subtotal and these right here. So now since we are done with the cart designing right here, and so now let's go and let's work with the menus. And then in the next video, we will be talking about this top bar, because with the top bar, we have to do a lot of things that you're going to love. So let's come up here. Let's click to this menu. And here we're going to be working up with the designing part. So what you can do, you can change the text color. So I think I'm going to be choosing it to be black. And on hover, you can change the text color to be something else. So we're going to be choosing on hover this one. And on hover, particularly, we need it to be basically background, so that it should be using a background over here like so, you can see. And here we're going to be using the animation to be sweep down, or I think sweep right is much better. So anyway, it totally depends upon your perspective. And now we're gonna go to the hover over here, and here we're gonna work with this. So we're gonna do the pointer color to be this, and voila, you can see how cool is it looking. So now what you have to do, you have to basically work with the padding over here, padding, and then you have to work with more stuff. So we're gonna be adding some padding. We're going to be making this to be much more bigger in size and a little less than that. So you can see this is actually the vertical padding. So vertical padding is this from this side. Okay, you can decide how much you need. So I think it's perfect. And now for the horizontal padding, I'm going to increase this like so. And this is cool. I think I should be increasing it more. And now it's much better. So now we're going to work with the space between, and we're going to keep it a little closer. So this is what I've done. I've basically increased the horizontal padding so that this goes really much in size, okay? And for the space between, I've set this to 0 so that it only works on the horizontal padding, okay? And it seems to be really very nice right now. Now, you can go and you can particularly choose anything else over here. So I kind of like this animation to be grow. This is, you can see how cool is it looking. So I'm going to be doing this one. And now what you can do, you can keep this to be aligned to center, or you can do it to be right on this side. And you can see if it works on this side or if it works mostly on the right side. So you can decide it. And now you can see that we are fully done with it. So you can now work with the submenu. So for the submenu, you can see we have also got this mobile drop down that we will be talking lately when we are doing the mobile optimization, not right now. So we're going to be talking right now about the submenu. So if you click over to this drop down, then you can see we have got this. So it's right here, there is this color and stuff like that. So you can work with it. Now for the text color, I'm going to be choosing it to be black. And for the hover, I'm going to be choosing the background color to be this. Okay, and we're going to be keeping this to be black as well. So let's see. You can see how cool is it looking. And once again, you can work with the padding right here. So there is horizontal, there is also vertical. So you can keep this vertical to be a little less. Okay, just like that. And you can work with the horizontal padding to be more so that this grows in size. So it totally depends upon you how you need it. So I'm going to be keeping it to be, I think, 18, and 18 is fine. Same like this, you can also work with the divider right here if you need a divider in between them. But I don't think so, if it would be great. So now you can see that we are totally done with our header right here. And our header kind of looks much better compared to the OceanWP theme that we have been using. So if you click over to this shop, you can see we are in the shop page right now, and how cool is it looking. Now in the next video, we will be talking about this top bar. Since our video is going a little bit longer, that is why we want to just add that. So in the next video, we will be working up with the top bar and we're going to design it. So stay tuned guys, and bye-bye.